Hey everyone, this is Juicy here. It's been a minute, but I want to make another video for you guys, especially during these troubling times. I know, right now there is I guess you can say like a recession going on, as well as inflation. The federal rates are now increased, and that's mainly because it's trying to offset the current inflation. But because of this, a lot of things are changing, especially in the stock markets. Nasdaq, Dow Jones has been impacted, and especially crypto. Since crypto is more volatile, as well as crypto is, much more of a riskier player asset. A lot of people are removing their, their money from their crypto investments, which is very understandable. My personal opinion, I thought there would be support bands for Ethereum around 2600, because that's been a hard or a good support band for Ethereum, but it's broken down under there, so it's actually dipped around 23, and to be honest, the all-time highs for Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, right? Let's just actually go into here. Right, so we can easily look at Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, but Bitcoin is more prevalent or a good case of history. But our all-time high for Bitcoin was here at the peak, which was what? Price was at 67, right? 67K, and we are now reduced down to more than half, more than 50%. So my honest opinion, I don't think it's going to take some time for Bitcoin to go back up again. Based on my research and based on other people's opinions, it seems that, Bitcoin can go definitely a lot lower. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to 20K, in my personal opinion, just because of how things are going, as well as the support of 21 seems more likely just based on how it is fluctuating and how volatile it is. But that's just my opinion. But know that crypto is very volatile. If you look at Ethereum's price too, comparing it to the all-time high, same time around October, I guess beginning of October, right? 48. We're pretty much down to 23. So more than 50%. I wouldn't be surprised if things get a lot lower. It's not financial advice, but it's really up to you how you want to proceed and what you want to do to the markets. You can buy now, you can just dollar cost average, as you proceed if you have capital, but it's very unlikely a lot of people these days will buy, just because there's the recession going on, there's inflation going on, the interest rates to combat everything, and then now there's conversation about food shortages, and also like the war is going on, so there's just a lot of prolonged things. So there's not a lot of positivity or reassurance, especially in the market and the global economy. So a lot of people are pulling away from riskier assets such as crypto. So that's just my opinion from what I've seen so far. So things to be aware of. I'm pretty sure if you guys are very involved in the crypto space, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Otherside, they announced their NFT of their land for Otherside 2 weeks ago, I believe, but that caused a lot of issues, especially with Ethereum gas prices. People were paying like ridiculous amounts. I remember seeing someone on Twitter saying that they paid like 14 grand for 4 NFT lands on the other side, as well as it kind of increased the gas prices for Ethereum. My personal opinion, I think they did this on purpose, or whoever decided to do it on Ethereum layer 1 obviously did not know anything about cryptocurrencies. There's layer 2 available for Ethereum, but they decided to use layer 1 for some idiotic reason, and the layer 2 Ethereum could have easily have had the scalability and flexibility to services for the blockchains. So I personally think that they did this on purpose. Pretty greedy on them to do this on a layer 1, and then right afterwards announce that they're going to, announce their own ecosystem or own look for a different network. I think that's also a way for other competitors to reach out to them to see if they can get some exclusivity or get better deals or better rates or something like that. But that's just my personal opinion. Do your own research, but that's just what I've seen so far. And how I see the Bored Ape Yacht Club, in my personal opinion, is it's just like a high-end luxury brand, especially on the crypto space. Very similar to any luxury brands that you know today, such as like Supreme or like Balenciaga. I think they're just the same, but in the crypto space. People are buying their clothes. There's merchandise. There's now fast food joints and things like that. Exclusivities to clubs. So it's a very private, type of organization and ecosystem, and they're trying to keep it very exclusive, which makes sense. More props to them. They're definitely cater towards a certain aspect within the crypto space, that exclusivity, as well as showing wealth. So very similar to Supreme, very similar to like Balenciaga. When you see someone with or like what is it, the ape, right? When you see those clothes, you definitely know these people paid a lot of money for this, things like that. So there's a exclusivity. But other than that, yeah, I mean, everything's bleeding red, man. Like I really don't know what to say. Me personally, I have a lot of things staked. So for example, I staked a lot of my Ethereum, so I can't necessarily have I can't really take out or have an exit strategy, or I can't perform my exit strategy because it has changed due to me staking a lot of my Ethereum in staking nodes. So it's very different now how I want to perceive or perform my exit strategy. And my exit strategy will be once Ethereum hits a certain price, or once whether that Ethereum price goes up and down. So I have certain thresholds just so that I don't go under or negative of the current value or of how much I initially staked. So for me, I can still hold on to it because I got in pretty early, but that doesn't mean, I'm not saying that I'm a whale, right? I have just a handful of Ethereum and that's pretty much it. But folks that purchase Ethereum, the past couple of months, past year, in my opinion, probably gonna feeling a lot more, unfortunately. And it's really up to you how you guys want to perceive or what to do, or your extra strategy, things to look out for. But if you have capital and you're willing to purchase, go right ahead. Like I said, you can always do a dollar cost average later on. Ethereum is always, as well as a lot of other cryptocurrencies, it's going to be very volatile. It can go up and down. But how I see it and how I perceive it, it seems that there is a lot of people, with a short of Ethereum or a lot of cryptocurrencies. Based on this dashboard itself, you can clearly tell that there's people in the longs, more longs than shorts. That's a good sign. But I think what's going to happen now, what recently is going to happen is a lot of things are going to get liquidated. But there's some confidence that Ethereum will do better in the long run. But this is just to give you an overview of people's opinions, especially on Ethereum. But you can also do this on Avalanche. So if you want to look at different ecosystem, you guys can. But yeah, one thing I do want to discuss or bring you guys awareness is Terra. Terra is interesting because it has literally dropped from like $100, right, to 32. It's literally dropped 63%, and it was supposed to compete with Solana. And one of the things that is very questionable is the market cap used to be like 34, now it's like 11, so it has dramatically dropped. And what is more alarming, right, is their Federal Reserve is based on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has also dramatically dropped, right? And what's also very alarming is look at the price of their stablecoin Terra USD. It is at 78 cents. It's not pegged to $1. Now I understand how it works, but this should not be the case. This is very, very alarming. So as much as I am very interested in Terra and I want Terra to do well, something like this is very off-putting, and I'm gonna do more research on why this is the case, but I just wanted to let you guys know. And I made this chart just as like a crypto portfolio type of thing, of how I recommend, and this is not financial advice, but this is something that I would recommend how you do it. First, you should always have, majority of your shares of your crypto portfolio in blue chips. And what I mean by blue chips is well-known, crypto currencies. So, for example, I put BTC and Ethereum. So if you have 50% here, it's pretty stable. 20% I would put in stable coins, not Terra USD, but probably like, what is it? The one by Coinbase. I think it's like USDC. I think it's like Circle, right? Let's see. Yeah, USDC. I would put my money in as a stable coin since it's still pegged to the dollar. I personally will not put it into Tether just because there's been a lot of controversies with Tether, and there's still no evidence that it's actually backed one-to-one to a US dollar. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I would try to keep it at USDC. And yeah, so in addition to that, staking. So I would say staking and YOLO, it's really up to you. This is just my personal opinion. If you have 20% of your in staking, I would just try to keep it, because you're getting some value in it. But I would say for the investments in YOLO, these are the two where you would cash out if you needed money. Especially if you have, if you need to be liquid, these are the ones that you would cash out first. I would try to cash out these before you cash out, your blue chips and your stable coins. But this is just to showcase you kind of what I do, or kind of like my crypto portfolio, where majority of it is on blue chips, 20% is in stable coins. This just gives me that cushion, that barrier where I can easily, let's say if I want to invest, I can easily invest into something. If I want to stake more, I can easily stake, or if things or a buying opportunity, I can put it. And then also with the stable coins, I recommend to stake it as well. So with stable coins, the interest rate or the APR is fairly high compared to staking like your blue chips or other cryptocurrencies. Like for example, BlockFi. I'm not sure on the top of my head how much the APR is, but there's probably like 8 to 9% plus, which is very good and decent. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase this, give you an update on how things are. But yeah, I've been mainly just busy with life. I'm streaming on Twitch, and then I'm also studying for a certification. So yeah, personally, my crypto portfolio is pretty okay. I've already accepted the losses. I've already accepted how brutal it's going to be. I'm expecting things to go down south more, and yeah, I mean it's not surprising to me. This is something you guys need to stomach as well if you guys are going to be here in the long run. But if you can't stomach it and you're looking, at your crypto portfolio like every 5 minutes, you really need to step away and look at the long-term gains. But if this is really, bothering you and eating up your emotions, then I think it may be best to have an extra strategy, figure out that extra strategy, and then enact on it. Be true to your word based on the extra strategy you decide to do. But yeah, I just want to give out friendly advice, my thoughts, as well as updates to a few things. But yeah, man, I'll probably make a video on Terra UST because I would really love to know what the hell this is and why is it sinking. But yeah, it's pretty alarming. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry it's pretty bearish and negative, but I felt like making content like this is especially during troubling times or during I guess you can say a bear market is appropriate and should be. I don't want to be one of those folks who only give out positive news. You should always advocate and provide updates, especially during troubling times like this. So I want to put out a video out there. Apologize for not being as frequent, just been really busy with life, but yeah, I'm doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. If you have any questions in regards of staking, the current coins and that, feel free to leave a comment below. I also sometimes stream on Twitch, so you're more than welcome to also ask me there, where I can probably give you a more insightful and live answers to your questions. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Best of luck to everyone. But yeah, take care of yourself. Juicy out.